guys, we're gonna start this vlog. I have to tell you about the weirdest thing that just happened to me. So, I was walking to the post office. If you saw the previous vlog, I was shipping out some pre-order stuff and then also some of the omnibuses that are now on my website. I'm not gonna move the camera to show you. You might be able to see they're over here. Someone got one of those, took those to the post office this morning. Decided I wanted to stop and get a smoothie on the way back because I hadn't eaten lunch yet. Got rained on, so I look like this. And it's lunchtime. It was around noon when I walked into the smoothie place, so it was busy. I'm waiting in line. And you know when you can like feel someone looking at you? So I felt that. And so then I have unfortunately picked up this trait from my mother, like a word will spur a song and then I'll just like start singing the song in my head. So I started singing like, I always feel like somebody's watching me, you know that song. Go up, order my smoothie, go sit down to wait for it. I have my own headphones in, but they're playing music like over the radio. The next song to come on the radio in that store was that song, Somebody's Watching Me song. I literally like took out my headphones and looked around. I am firmly like everything is a sign kind of person, so I was like, what does that mean? It was really strange. Anyway, if you're new here, hi, my name's Katie Wismeyer. I'm an author. All my stuff is linked down below. My latest release, Tell Me It's Right, just came out. If you want to pick it up, would appreciate it. You can now get the omnibus for my Marionette series, complete, all 4 books, and my website is the only place to get it. Before we get into the rest of the video, thank you so much to Print Nation for sponsoring today. Print Nation is one of the leading book printing services, and they're a great one to look into if you're interested in doing special edition copies of your books. They specialize in premium quality book printing with special features like book foiling, both on the dust jacket and also on the hardcover. They also have things like glossy interior pages for illustrations if you're doing something like children's books. This is definitely something that's been on my mind more than usual lately since I just got back from Romantasy BookCon, and I don't know what I was expecting from being at the book convention, but it wasn't to walk through all of the booths and to see more special editions than not. Like, I knew special editions were big right now, but especially for in-person events and like watching what books were selling around me, those were such a hit. It's definitely made me want to do more special editions of my books. They also have other services if you just want one place to do it all: print your bookmarks, stickers, all the other kind of marketing materials. They're a great option to look into if you're looking for a more specialty book printer, if you want something other than just a standard book, but they can do the standard stuff too. So I'll have them linked down below in the description if you want to check them out, and let's just get into the rest of today's vlog. Anyway, it's Thursday. I spent all morning doing client work, then I just did that post office and everything, and now I don't know. I think I just need to clean my apartment, to be honest. It's kind of been chaos since I got back from my trip, and today's Thursday. My mom is getting here on Tuesday. Just gonna spend a few days here, and then I'm flying to New Orleans to see Taylor Swift. So I only have this little window to like get my shit together. So I think it's gonna be the biggest priority. Also, because I am an idiot and I don't know why I did this in the last video, because like I know better than to just be like, if anyone's interested, let me know. I knew chaos would ensue. So in the last video I said I might want to look for some new beta readers for my next book. And thank you so much if you expressed interest and reached out to me. I should have known better than to just be like vague like that, because then I had an influx of interest in the comments, in my DMs, in my emails, just like everywhere, and it was so chaotic, and I was like, why did I do this? So I have not responded to anybody. If I didn't respond to you, that does not mean anything. I haven't responded to anybody. I'm gonna come up with a more organized manner to deal with this. Thank you so much, truly. I will let you know how I'm gonna handle this, because I need to figure that out for myself first, and I might wait till I get back from the New Orleans trip. Anyway, that's the intro to this very chaotic vlog. Welcome back to the channel. Also, this video just went up on Patreon talking about if Romantasy BookCon was worth it financially, getting into all the numbers and just kind of a greater discussion on the subject if you want to check it out.
Happy Saturday. Sleeping peacefully after screaming for me to get up.
We got some coffee. It is a Saturday, but I am working on client work this morning. I miscalculated. It's my own fault. So I'm doing a copy edit right now, and I knew I was leaving next week for Taylor Swift, and so I calculated how many pages I needed to do until the day before I left, forgetting that my mom was getting here a few days before that. So I'm just trying to get it done before she gets here. So we're working this weekend. I have like 20 pages left, so we're almost done. I got some more orders in, more omnibuses, so yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to pack up to ship before I leave. I have to remember to close down my shop before I leave so no one orders while I'm gone. I feel like I'm always so slow to unpack after a trip. I feel like I just finished like unpacking and doing all the laundry and stuff for my last trip, and now it's time, and I'm like, oh, I need to start packing again. I don't know why I thought doing 2 trips in a month was a good idea for me, but I'm very excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Does anyone watch the live streams? Has anyone seen that there was a new Reputation bodysuit yesterday? I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Been making friendship bracelets for me and my mom. I'm also just looking forward to, my mom loves New Orleans. So she's gonna show me around to some places that she's been that she really likes, and it should be a fun trip in general. But my mom took me to my first Taylor Swift concert when I was 13. So it feels very full circle. Not my first concert. She did take me to my first concert too. That one was Hannah Montana though. I think Taylor Swift was second. Is there some kind of like science behind why cats always want to bathe together? Mine always group together and do it at the same time. It's so cute. Hi. Hi. It is Sunday. This is gonna be the most disjointed vlog ever. But I got home last night. I feel as rough as I look. Literally it's a mess. My apartment is a mess. Got home, dropped all my luggage off, climbed into bed, and then slept for 12 hours, and now here we are. I had such a good trip. Bittersweet, because I've been looking forward to it for 2 years, and now it's over. But I am so grateful that I got to go. I had such a good time. Now I have so much to do. I have so much to get caught up on. So it is a Sunday, but it is a work day because I have been gone for half of the month. And even the days that I was like here for this month, they were in between the trips. So like I have been so unfocused. I have so much I need to get back. I have so many emails to reply to. I have some sponsored content I need to do. I still have some Patreon stuff to do. I have my own writing. I need to get this book together because I've already contacted a couple of beta readers I want to send it to. I think I was saying earlier in the video, a ton of people reached out to me interested in being beta readers. I haven't gotten back to anyone, and I thought this video was going to go up before I left for the concert, so I thought people were going to see that I said, you know, I'll get back to you, and then I didn't end up finishing the vlog, so no one has seen that. Everyone just thinks I ignored them, and I feel bad about that. I'm sorry. I can't remember the last time I felt this like off my game, this disorganized chaos. It's been chaos. But anyway, I've got a ton of stuff to get caught up on, and I feel like if I just get started on one thing and start chipping away on it, I'm gonna feel better. So that's what today's for. I gotta clean up my apartment. I don't have any food here, so I need to order groceries. Unpack. I think I have some orders to fulfill for signed books. Also, on top of like all of the trips and moving back and forth, we're also in the middle of selling my condo. So I've been like fielding all of those emails, and I have like a million papers to sign, and it's harder because I'm far away. So I don't know if I've told you guys that here on the main channel. I know I've mentioned it on Patreon. I am officially in the middle of closing for selling my condo back in Denver. So that's really bittersweet. We ended up selling it with all of the furniture included. It's another investor who ended up buying it, except for I wanted to keep all of my books because my bookshelves were still there. And then also we have these like dining room chairs that I wanted. The rest of the furniture was like, I don't care, I can keep that. So luckily my parents went to the condo today and picked up the chairs and the books for me. So now there is no reason for any of us to go back there, which is crazy. If you're newer here, this probably doesn't mean anything to you. If you've been around for a while, maybe you're feeling a little nostalgic about it. I'm feeling nostalgic about it. It was time to let it go. It was time to sell it, but it's bittersweet. Luckily, I think I have this whole week off still, and then I start a new client next week, so I have this week to like figure my own shit out. I think this morning I'm just gonna try and get myself organized. We'll start there. Make a plan. It's now Monday. What even is this vlog? I don't know. I'm heading to the doctor this morning in about 30 minutes. I think I have strep throat. I don't know if you can really hear it in my voice. I'm in pain. I don't feel good. So I'm hoping it'll be a quick trip. They'll give me some antibiotics. I don't have time to be sick right now, so this is really inconvenient. It's also not terribly surprising. Not the last time I traveled, but this time last year when I went to go see Paige last October, when I got back from that, I was so sick. I was trying really hard not to get sick on this trip. I have my little carry-around hand sanitizer. I always use those wipes that they use on the plane. Like I try so hard not to get sick, but I'm feeling pretty rough. So yesterday I sent off the first like chunk of chapters to my beta readers for Tell Me It's Wrong. So at least we got that taken care of. Responded to some emails. The first chunk that I sent them, like I know it's not perfect. I know it like needs other things, but none of the things that are on my list of things that I know to change were in that first chunk. So I do, the second half that has not yet been sent needs a lot more work. So I do want to get started on that. I think like once I get started and I get the ball rolling, I'll get momentum going. It actually won't take me that long, but with all of this traveling and like back and forth and stuff, my brain hasn't been able to just like get fully immersed into it, and I just need to get into that zone. I need to get focused, and I need time to be able to do that. I'm not someone who can just like flip it on and off really easily. I'm gonna drop off my ballot today. Vote, don't forget to vote. And then I asked on my Instagram stories if you had any questions for me, so we will answer those in today's vlog as well. I think that's it. I think I'm not forgetting anything. Who only knows at this point? The sickness, being sick right now is really not going to work because I have a hard time like thinking straight when I'm sick, and I need my brain right now. I have too much to do, so we'll talk later. It did not go well. I've been sick and miserable for a month, but rest and fluids, he says. So I just took some Dayquil and made some throat coat tea, and I'm filling out my brief because my cover designer is going to get started on Sweet Spire book 2. So I'm very irritated. I was so frustrated I was gonna cry. I like never go to the doctor, so when I do, it's because I've gotten to the point where it's so bad that like I have finally broken down and decided, okay, I'm gonna go to a doctor. So to have gotten to like my breaking point and then to go there and him be like, it's probably a cold, is really fucking annoying. 5 minutes I was in that office. It's been dragging on for a month because I was waiting for it to go away on its own, and it has not. So we're filling out the blurb for the we're filling out the form with all the information for the cover. So if you're waiting on a response from me for anything, I'm so sorry. I'm drowning. It's not intentional. It does not help that I have like 5 different email addresses, so sometimes I just don't, I check all the wrong emails and I forget one. And anyway, you don't need to hear all these complaints, but this is what's going on right now. I think I might end the vlog here. I don't think this is gonna be very fun for you to watch. I'm just gonna be playing catch up and probably working from bed under a pile of blankets. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are all doing well. Oh wait, I told you I was gonna answer some questions. I'll answer a few. Then we're gonna end the vlog. Will you do any writing challenges this season? I don't know. I would really like that. I feel like I haven't really participated in anything in a while. Finishing Tell Me It's Wrong is gonna be the priority since that one has a release date. I really do want to get back into Cam's book, so I might end up doing some kind of like writing sprint, so we'll do some lives or something just to kind of help me get all of that work done. Those are the projects that I'm planning on for the next several months. How's the new book coming along? I haven't touched it since the last time we talked about it. I haven't worked on it like at all. Hopefully that's gonna change soon. But did you manage to get a refund on your books from Amazon, the books that were lost for Fantasy Book Hunt? Yes, they did actually end up refunding me. So there's some positive news, a good update. You mentioned somewhere about selling your condo and buying a house. Any updates? Yes. So we are closing on the condo currently. I think the final closing date is next week. So I've been signing all of those and the condo is officially gonna be out of my hands. I think it's like the first week of November. As far as buying, for now, no, I still haven't picked a place to buy. Are you still thinking about Taylor? It was so good. What night did you go? I was there for night 1 for New Orleans. And yes, I had the most amazing time. Seeing all the people who went to like several different shows, I never really got it until we were checking out of the hotel the next morning and you saw the new wave of people coming in to check in who were obviously there for the concert. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to go again tonight. Like, I wish we were going again. Now I get it. Now I get it. Dean. I think the last thing that we'll answer, any favorite movies? I don't know if it's necessarily a favorite, but I watched a couple movies on the plane coming back. I actually had such a great travel experience on the way back. Getting there, as you can imagine, was like really crazy because so many people were trying to get into New Orleans, and I had a connection, so the first flight getting out was still pretty rough because they were like so full. So I connected through Houston on the way back, and then my flight from Houston to Portland was like half capacity, like it was empty, so I had the whole row to myself. I had a window seat. We had the TVs in the back of the seats because, you know, not all planes have those. It was a long flight. It was like 4.5, 5 hours. So I ordered some wine. I watched some horror movies. I had some snacks. I had the whole row to myself. It was like, timing wise, it was around sunset. So I got to watch the sunset out my window. Like, it was so nice. Much more enjoyable than like packed in like sardines on the way there. I watched A Quiet Place day 1, I think is the one in New York City. I don't know why I put off watching that for so long. It was so good. I loved it. If you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend. I like the other Quiet Place movies as well, but this one I really liked. I was kind of hesitant, I think, because it had like different characters in it. I loved it. And then I watched Night Swim and I didn't love it. It was not good. I have actually, now I like want to remember, it reminded me so much of the plot of the Amityville Horror movie from 2005. Plot wise, it reminded me so much of that, and it also just like wasn't good. Anyway, now I really am gonna wrap up this never-ending vlog that I started several weeks ago. Hopefully now that many of my travels are done, I do have something coming up next month as well, but now that things are gonna calm down, hopefully we'll get into more of a routine and back to back to business as usual. So if you have any questions for the next vlog, as always, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Yeah, my brain's not working at all right now. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye. No.